Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
3 million refugees have fled Ukraine, the majority heading straight into Poland.
As Father puts it, even though none of us speak the language and we're going over there, compassion is a universal language.
Now volunteers from Metro Detroit are on their way to help. Good to have you with us tonight at 11. St. Clair of Montefalco in Grosse Pointe Park prepping to leave next week, heading to a border town in Poland where a seminary and a convent have been helping refugees.
Our Mar McDonald is live tonight. Mar, so many parishioners volunteered to go and help. They now have a wait list.
They sure do, Kimberly. Father Kowalczyk here at the parish put out the call on Facebook last week. They got an overwhelming response.
Strive and desire for more in your life, in the parish, in this community.
Putting action to words and prayers, Father Andrew Kowalczyk warned his parishioners this trip would not be easy. More than 50 said they're ready to go.
That's what the parishioners said, Father, if we need to do toilets, we do toilets. If we need to do beds, we will do beds. Cook the meal, we will cook the meal. To give a little relief to those who are right there in the front line.
There are 20 in the first group going April 4th for Sue Buckley. She couldn't take watching video of the children fleeing.
For me, to see those kids and just the look on their faces, and everything is gone for them.
It's easy for me to feel heartbroken, so I can only imagine how hard it is for the people actually there. So I wanted to take this opportunity to ease some of their suffering.
It's very frustrating to watch and see things and want to do something. And this opportunity presented itself where you can work out some of that anxiety over it and go there and do something.
How could you not have your hearts be torn apart when you see what's on TV and what's occurring over there? As Father puts it, even though none of us speak the language and we're going over there, compassion is a universal language.
Back here live, that first group of 20 is departing on April 4th. They're going for 10 days, and the church really expects this to be the first of several mission trips to try and help. Kimberly Devin, we're live in Grosse Pointe Park tonight. Back to you.
I know not everybody is in a position to make the trip. Is there a way to maybe help assist those who are going?
Kimberly, there sure is, and all you have to do is head on over to clickondetroit.com and we'll link you up with St. Clair de Montefalco. Back to you.
Okay. Mar, thank you. Devin.
Despite its rich history in downtown Royal Oak, a new development plan is calling for the Main Art Theater to be demolished. Now, the theater closed last summer. Ever since then, a grassroots organization's been trying to save it. Let's get to Jason Colthorpe live in downtown Royal Oak tonight. Jason, I'm one of these people. This theater means a lot to a lot of folks all over Metro Detroit.
It's funny you say that. As I was writing this, I thought to myself, Devin probably has been here a time or two. Because, it's been here for 80 years that it's been part of this landscape here in downtown Royal Oak. And for the last 30, people like yourself who loved foreign films or independent films have been able to come here and enjoy those movies that you don't catch in other places. But now, like many old buildings, it is scheduled to come down so something more modern can go up. But not if a Facebook group called Friends of the Main Theater in Royal Oak have anything to say about it.
Personally, it was, very devastating to realize that was on the horizon for this theater.
The Main Art Theater has history. 80 years worth in downtown Royal Oak. 30 years worth in the heart of Jason Krysiak. It even factored into he and his wife's decision to move here years ago.
One of the reasons we picked the house we did was that it was within walking distance of the Main Art Theater.
The Main struggled during the pandemic, as many theaters did, but when it didn't reopen last year and it appeared this could be its final scene, Krysiak and others gathered at the Main for a cast party, so to speak.
And then we realized that we had such a group together, just under the marquee. There was about 50 of us that evening, and we decided we had to do something about it.
They tried to convince the owners to let them run it as a community theater, but Krysiak says they opted to continue on with the plan to raise it and go with a mixed-use development.
This community will come out and support independent cinema at this location, and our hope is that through negotiations with the property owner that we can find a solution that keeps films alive at the Main Art Theater. Our membership is growing, our membership is determined, and we're going to do what we can to save this theater.
And it may not be enough, but they're sure not giving up without a fight. Now, here's what's next for that group. April 9th is the next big date. It's a Save the Main rally here at the theater, 2 p.m. They're trying to get as many people out here as possible to create some awareness that way. And then 3 days later, April 12th, is the Royal Oak Planning Commission meeting. That's a 7 p.m. meeting. The developer will be there, obviously city officials, and they're trying to get this in front of everybody and make their case again that they can do this as a community group, and this building doesn't have to be torn down. We're in Royal Oak tonight. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Couple steps to come. We'll watch every step of the way. All right, Jason.
All right. Also watching the forecast here. Temperatures heading back down in the 30s overnight.
And more showers on the way, Paul.
Yep, light showers, nothing like what we had the past couple of days, but you can see here on Storm Tracker 4, the eastern half of the area is generally dry. Western half of the area, we have light rain, drizzle, this rain shower type of activity, and that's going to come through over the next few hours, although in a diminishing phase. Right now, temperatures all across the area have not slipped much as expected. We're still ahead of the cold front. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s, still a bit of a breeze out there. And for the kids heading off to school tomorrow morning, I think mainly dry. There could be an isolated shower, so I'm not saying that there's no chance for rain, but I think more dry than wet. But 37 degrees, so back to the cool stuff, and then scattered showers in the afternoon with temps generally in the mid-40s. Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk about a very, very chilly weekend forecast, and also what to do if you're in your car and you see a tornado. A lot of people ask me about this. We'll talk about it straight ahead, guys.
All right, Paul. Well, it's a rematch of the 2018 National Championship game, and Bernie's with us now, and unfortunately, it had the same outcome, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Well, Michigan's NCAA run for this year came to an end tonight in San Antonio. Villanova beat them in the Sweet 16, 63-55. Wildcats are in the Elite Eight. Michigan's on a plane heading back to Ann Arbor. We've got highlights starting the second half. Michigan with the ball. They go inside to Hunter Dickinson with the spin and slam. He had 15 points, 15 boards. Villanova led it, though, 52-45. Later, Villanova with the ball. They get it to Jermaine Samuels, who blows by everyone for the lay-in. Villanova wins it by 8. Juwan Howard said afterwards he was proud of his team's season.
There were times when we were counted out, and there were times when people didn't feel that we deserved to be here, and these guys rose to the occasion and proved that they earned the right to be in the NCAA tournament. So hats off to my players and staff.
All right, we'll have much more on that game, and also one of the biggest upsets in soccer history today.
Big today.
Yeah, really.
See you in a little bit, Bernie. Okay. Thank you. Well, it's been 1 month since Russia invaded Ukraine, and tonight President Biden is promising new sanctions and humanitarian aid in response to Russia's attack.
The U.S. and its allies slapping more sanctions on 400 Russian lawmakers and businesses who've been profiting from the war in Ukraine. U.S. also planning to accept 100,000 Ukrainian refugees and pledging an additional $1 billion in humanitarian aid. But Ukraine's president is pleading for more.
I just want you to know that the alliance can save Ukrainian lives from Russia's strikes, from Russia's occupation, if we can get all the weapons we need.
At last check, more than 1,000 civilians have died in Ukraine since the war started.
Right now, Oakland County Sheriff's deputies are on the hunt for a second suspect in the deadly drive-by shooting of a 7-year-old girl in Pontiac. Aria Jackson was returning from school with her mom last week when a car pulled up and opened fire, shooting her in the head. The suspected shooter has been arrested but has not been formally charged. Deputies are now looking for 17-year-old Jawan McDonald. They believe he was the driver of the car. A $10,000 reward is being offered for any information that will lead to his arrest.
Scandal surrounding former Michigan House Speaker Lee Chatfield is pushed back into the spotlight in Lansing. Tonight, Democrats in Lansing are calling for a committee to investigate whether Chatfield committed financial corruption while in office. You may recall he left office due to term limits. He's been under fire since his sister-in-law accused him of sexually assaulting her. Democrats have pointed to news reports about Chatfield's frequent travel while in office, dark campaign money, as well as payments to his family members.
There may be nothing to this. And that would bode well for the former speaker, but to do nothing is not acceptable.
Republican House Speaker Jason Wentworth is against forming a commission, saying the police and the Attorney General are looking into what happened.